Hi, I'm Tracy Gilchrist. I'm with the Advocate.
Hey Tracy,
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Well, I want to congratulate you on your special and also thank you for speaking with me today.
Oh,
And I love your
great. Well, I was just going to say I love your Wizard of Oz companions of Dorothy at the back.
Thank you. Yes, that's my little that's my little bit of gay back there.
But I love that. I love that. It's really gorgeous. A gorgeous print. Really gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a little trippy.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, Hannah, I want to just begin, I hope kind of simply, and ask you what the impetus was for this special, this beautiful,
Well,
extravagant Christmas special.
um, my manager Nick Tedisco came to me and said, "Look, you've guested on a Christmas special. You've sung on Ted Lasso in the Christmas special. Maybe it's time." And I immediately said, "Oh, being self-doubting, I went, oh, I don't know whether anybody would want to watch that." And he was like, "You kidding me? Let's go and
Yeah.
speak to people about it." And the natural home, of course, was to approach Apple, and we pitched it to them and said, I was very, very vocal in terms of exactly what I saw it being. I wanted it to be timeless and beautiful and very much about musicians, not necessarily about stars. I wanted it to
Mm.
be, in no uncertain terms, at the London Coliseum, the home of the English National Opera, because that is where I've been since I was 8 years old. That's where my inspiration comes from. And they listened and absolutely delivered on everything. And then they mounted the most extraordinary group of creatives around me, in Hamish Hamilton and as the director, and Misty Buckley doing the set design, Dave Tench, my brilliant musical supervisor. They put a group of people around me that I had to step up to.
Wonderful. Well, and you did. There's a beautiful moment in the special where you call out to the fact that your mom had performed there and that you're performing there now and your daughter's in the audience. Would you talk about what that meant to you to be able to kind of make those connections in
Yes,
that
it
beautiful
was a great
space?
gift, really. The best kind of
Yeah.
Christmas gift that I could be afforded, because I wanted it to be the centerpiece. If you look at it on the timeline of the actual show, it's in the dead heart of it, right in the middle. And I wanted that to be where we've come onto the stage, we've said, we've got this covered, you can relax. Then we bring out the Lasso Boys, we bring out Leslie Odom Jr. and let people know that we know what we're doing. And then we get to the crux of why we're there in the London Coliseum, is because from the age of 8, I've spent 30 years of my life in that building, in the same little box that my daughter is in at the age of 8, which was the most unbelievable kismet. My mum,
Mm.
who unfortunately is very heavily inflicted by Parkinson's disease, is sitting in the box in her wheelchair, there nonetheless in her beautiful dress, with my dad sitting next to her, whom also I thought I was going to lose during the making of Ted Lasso. He was very poorly. They're both there, and I needed it to be a love letter to those people in my life and to the building itself where I gained all my inspiration from. And for Apple to go out and listen to me and not put me in any other glorious, adored building in the world that I could have been in, for them to listen
Yeah.
to me and get the London Coliseum was just a total dream come true.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, it's a really lovely, touching moment.
Thank you.
Yes. And you mentioned the Ted Lasso boys, and you had so many of your cast members there. And also, I saw some folks from Sex Education,
Yeah.
and I believe some West End folks were
Game of
there.
Thrones as well.
Oh, yes, yes. Incredible. Would you talk about what it meant to you to have these colleagues and friends with you there for this
Well, it
moment?
makes me realise that they value our friendship just as much as I do. The invitation went out to all of them. I mean, not least of which the my fellow AFC Richmond Greyhounds. We put a blanket thing out to them saying, "Look, I'm doing this special. I would love you to be there, whether it's in the audience or on stage." And it was literally like beating them off with a stick.
Because they all wanted to
It was
perform.
gorgeous. Apart from Jeremy Swift, who went, "Han, I love you. I will be there. I don't want to be on stage." I was like, darling, the fact that you're even in the room would be gorgeous. But for
Yeah.
so many of them to just be like, I'm up for wearing a tux and having a Christmas stick and a top hat and all the rest of it. They are the most beautiful people, and the fact that so many of them, whether it's on stage or in the video inserts, I can't believe so many of them made themselves available to me, and it shows me that their love for me is equal to mine for them.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch. And would you share, some of them did perform or get on stage, and who surprised you the most?
Um, do you know what? I would actually say Billy Harris and Collar Bikini, because you look at how they perform on that stage. They are up for it and then some. I knew that Brendan Hunt is a brilliant, massive performer. I knew that we would have a great energy on stage. I knew that James Lance comes from a theatre background as well. But to see Billy Harris and Collar Bikini getting up there, learning a dance studio. I mean, we got them all in a dance studio, learning to
Yeah,
dance with canes.
incredible.
And then gorgeous Nick Mohammed. I mean, I don't ever want to do anything without Nick Mohammed.
he's he's a scene stealer a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's just gorgeous. He can steal any scene with me whenever he wants.
Wonderful. Well, Hannah, I'm with the Advocate, which is LGBTQ plus media,
Yeah,
and this special is, I mean, it is really campy and
it
really
is.
gay.
But you know what it
And
is? It's more than anything, I wanted it to be an absolute celebration of the LGBTQ community
exactly.
because of being a
Hmm.
patron of the London Gay Men's Chorus and the fact that they are absolute magnificent musicians, and my beloved friends Scott Baker and Patrick Davey, the Fabulous Lounge Swingers, without doubt are the most successful loving marriage. They got married about 10 years ago. They are two of my daughter's godparents, and I needed to have representation of the LGBTQ community, showing it's not all about flounce or about glitter and whatever, that they are beautiful, beautiful people that I would never be without. I am a kindred spirit with the whole LGBTQ community. I I find there is something about people whose desire in life to be who they are is suppressed by others. I find it utterly appalling, and anything that I can do to highlight the beauty of the souls that I have around me from the LGBTQ community, I will do it always.